The federal government has tried to step on the First Amendment rights of one of our own here in this community, and I signed on to an amicus brief defending said person's right. Guys, our country is in trouble. Conservatives are being canceled and major brands are going woke just to stay relevant. From Hollywood to beer, it's getting ridiculous. I don't know about you, but I'm doing the best I can to stop giving my hard-earned money to woke brands. I recently found out that the razor company I had been using for a long time had recently gone woke as well. That's why I made the change to Jeremy's Razors. Jeremy's was created because Harry's pulled their ads from the Daily Wire's podcast for value misalignment. So the Daily Wire created Jeremy's Razors as an alternative for people who want to shop at a brand that supports their values. Check out the Jeremy's Razors Precision 5 starter set. The razor features a solid tungsten handle and comes with 4 razor cartridges made from welded steel blades, each of which features a flip-back trimmer for a more precise shave. With the Jeremy Razor subscription, you'll get fresh cartridges sent directly to your door, so you're always shaving with razors that are wicked sharp. Their shaving cream and post-shave balms are made to fight irritation and redness while repairing and hydrating your skin. And if you're not looking for a new razor, Jeremy's makes a ton of great hair and body products as well, like Jeremy's shampoo and charcoal body wash, which smell awesome, by the way. So stop giving your money to woke razor companies and switch to Jeremy's Razors like I did. Check out the link down below and save 15% on your order. I want to thank Jeremy's Razors for being a sponsor of this channel and this video. And thanks to Jeremy's, there's no wokeness on the Freedom Dome. Hey guys, my name is Jared, this is Guns and Gadgets, and on this channel I bring you Second Amendment news every single day. From litigation to legislation, you'll find that info here on the channel. Today I'm bringing you a video that's a little different. John Crump, you may or may not know him. He also is in the 2A community space here on YouTube. He writes on AmmoLand and does some other things in the media. And he is good friends with Matt Hoover of the auto keycard case, right? CRS Firearms. And John has been reporting on this case regularly because they're friends. He wants the information to get out and has been doing a great job of that. However, the assistant U.S. attorney in this case has decided she wants the judge to put a gag order on John Crump because he obtained a document legally and put it out for others to see. This all has to do with, like I said, the auto keycard case. And I was approached yesterday asking if I would sign on to this amicus brief defending the First Amendment right of another here in our community. And I'm going to show you some things about or what is in this amicus brief, show you the other folks who decided to sign on. And I got a lot of questions yesterday. Why, was I going to sign on? Why did I sign on? And I've had this sign here in my bedroom for a very long time. And I try to be someone who stands for what's right. I always say support those who support you. And that's the main reason I signed on to this, because it's the right thing to do. And if they can silence John Crump, then they could try to silence Jared Yanis on Guns and Gadgets. They can try to silence you as well. So I decided to stand for the Constitution. And this is what the amicus brief says. Again, this is the auto keycard case. This is a motion for leave to file an amicus curiae brief. And this is the brief amicus curiae of Eric Blanford, who is a Rec veteran 88, and us, we're the et al. Part, in support of John Crump's emergency motion to intervene for the limited purpose of responding to the United States motion for order prohibiting dissemination of pre-sentence investigation report. Real quick, it says, amici curiae respectfully move this honorable court for leave to file an amicus brief, a copy of which is attached hereto, in support of John Crump's emergency motion to intervene for the limited purpose of responding to the United States motion for order prohibiting the dissemination of pre-sentence investigation report. As explained below, movants have knowledge and expertise relevant to subject matter of this litigation that will aid in the court's consideration of this matter. Counsel for the amici curiae has conferred with all counsel of record in this case. Counsel for the defendants and intervener have no objection to the filing of this amicus curiae brief, and counsel for the United States takes no position on the filing of this brief. That means everybody knows about it and nobody has objected to this. What's the interest of the amici curiae? These individuals are independent journalists who have joined together and who, like John Crump, are engaged in the essential task of gathering and dissemination of information on various topics of importance to the public. To wit, each of them reports on issues related to the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms, and or government misconduct, and have an army of viewers who rely upon them to ferret out government impropriety. Collectively, amici have over 10 million subscribers and nearly 3.5 billion views. The three major news networks' combined primetime viewership is less than 4 million. So that's saying something. Movements of amici curiae are journalists who are committed to protecting the integrity of the First Amendment right to free press. The freedom of press is integral to the functioning of our democracy and is a foundational tenet of our system of government because it allows the people to hold the government accountable. In this case, the government seeks to silence the press and avoid accountability by discounting the legitimacy of members of the press on the implied premise that because they are not associated with any mainstream or legacy news network, they are not legitimate members of the press. The government seeks to diminish the status of freelance reporters who self-publish their content by referring to them pejoratively as YouTube personalities. Therefore, gathering information about government officials in a form that can readily be disseminated to others serves as a cardinal First Amendment interest in protecting and promoting the free discussion of government affairs. Moreover, as the Supreme Court has noted, freedom of expression has particular significance with respect to government because it is here that the state has a special incentive to repress opposition and often wields a more effective power of suppression. Moreover, changes in technology and society have made the lines between private citizen and journalist exceedingly difficult to draw. The proliferation of electronic devices with video recording capability means that many of our images of current events come from bystanders with a ready cell phone or a digital camera rather than a traditional film crew, and news stories are now just as likely to be broken by a blogger at her computer as a reporter at a major newspaper. Such developments make clear why the news-gathering protections of the First Amendment cannot turn on professional credentials or status. And wrapping it up, it says, John Crump is a professional journalist. It is of no significance that Mr. Crump also publishes his content on YouTube or his own website, because we the people are the press. There is no requirement that he possess press credentials from the New York Times in order to be considered a legitimate news outlet. Even so, Mr. Crump is a regular contributor to One America News Network and has written extensively for AMOLand Shooting Sports News. Mr. Crump's writing has reported on this case, and this content has been viewed by thousands of readers. He is a journalist who has a constitutional right to report on these events. And in conclusion, this court should reject the government's invitation to trample on the First Amendment right to free press and deny the government's motion. This was submitted last night, and today is the motion. If you want to know who else signed on to this, Eric Blanford, Iraq veteran 88, Paul Glasgow, Illegally Armed America, myself, Hank Strange, Babyface P, Military Arms Tim Hermsman, Clint from Classic Firearms, KB32 John, Micah Young over at 2A EDU, John Correa from Active Self-Protection, DLDs Mark Davis, Marine Gun Builder, Kenneth Grand, Scott Wilson from Drop It Like It's Scott, the VSO Gun Channel, my buddy Curtis, James Madison Audits, Mark Dickinson, Joel Persinger from Gun Guy TV, and John and Shermichael of Guns Out TV. So the hearing on this motion is this morning in Florida, and we'll let you know what happens. Again, I thought it was the right thing to do to stand up for people when others might not want to do that. It's those uncomfortable times in our life when I try to make the right decision, and I chose to stand with others in defense of the First Amendment because the government is trying to stop information from getting out on what they're trying to do to people who are being railroaded. So it is what it is, and I appreciate y'all for your time. Till we see each other again, have a fantastic day. And remember, the Second Amendment's right to keep and bear arms is not something we get from government. We get it from our Creator. It's an inalienable right. It is our right that is recognized by the Constitution. And you have to ask, why are they trying so damn hard to take that from us? Because once the Second Amendment falls, guys and gals, there is no First Amendment.